Hey everyone, so I wanted to see if I could plot some digital elevation models in mixed reality, and I thought using the GeoTIFF data type would be a good place to start because that's kind of got height embedded in different XY coordinates, usually around latitude and longitude. I then quickly moved on from that and just seeing if I could do the same with grayscale images and see the lighter parts of those images and dynamically create a mesh and give the lighter parts more height. And that works great. So I can take a grayscale image of some terrain, which got light and dark bits, and then I can dynamically create a mesh and I can exaggerate the height of the lighter bits gradually like this, which is kind of neat. I can take this 2D image, just a normal PNG, and I can give it some height. And this is Mount Rainier, famous mountain in the United States, I think. And again, this doesn't work quite so well because I think this has got some hillside shading, but general terrain looks quite good. And then I thought, well, why do I just need to do this with terrain? Would it work with, how would it work with just general grayscale images? So I've got some grayscale images of like a flower. You go just, different lights and darks here, and I found it works just as well. So I can say map all the lighter parts with a higher on the y-index, and I can exaggerate that, and I can take this 2D image and therefore give it some depth and perspective. Again, not turn it into 3D. There's no AI going on here. All I'm taking is the pixel XY pixel points, taking computing a y or height value based on the light of that pixel, and then plotting it in a 3D, creating a dynamic mesh, and then plotting it, and then just using it, viewing it in mixed reality. So I've got a cute little fluffy dog here, not so cute and fluffy eagle. He looks quite serious, but again, I can give him some light and some perspective, some depth, just from a 2D image. And I thought, well, what if we did this with famous works of art? What would that look like? So here we can see Van Gogh's Starry Night, and again, all these very detailed and expressionist brush strokes. We can see the different lighter parts. We can kind of get to pop off the canvas by using this approach as well, by dynamically creating this mesh in the vertices based on the light points in that PNG. And we can do that, and then we can take the original color that we turned into grayscale and then overlay that as a texture on the same points, and therefore we can colorize the mesh as well, which is really interesting. Here we've got Kandinsky, one of his works of art, and again we can give that some height by plotting lighter parts than darker parts on that y-axis. And I do this for a few different works of art. We can do this for Edvard Munch's Scream, one of his Scream paintings. I think he did a series of 4. Again, we can exaggerate the y-index for those color values based on its brightness as well. It's kind of neat. And here we do the same with the girl with the pearl earring. And I think two things spring to mind. One is like you can kind of explore a little bit how the artist wanted us to comprehend the light and dark parts of the artwork. And the other one is how our brain actually used light and darkness to actually come up with the kind of perspective of something. And then I thought, well, what kind of grayscale images are in daily life that would actually benefit for some perspective? So here I'm just playing around with an X-ray, pretty low resolution, but you can give some height with that. And something like a blueprint, it's got light areas on there which show as walls, and we can take that and plot that in the y-axis by just exaggerating the height of it as well. It's kind of neat. So yeah, that is my experimentation, going all the way from terrain and mapping digital elevation models into plotting and giving texture to historic pieces of art. So hope you found that interesting. So if you want to see more experiments like this in mixed reality, then please follow me and like me and share on LinkedIn and YouTube. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye.